Okay, so hi. Hi. I don't usually start off my painting videos this way. In fact, I never do. This is how we start off the Let's Make videos. Or this is actually how we do them. I've been trying the camera out. If you've watched any of the Let's Make, you know that I've been trying the camera out in different angles with different lighting. I finally got a setup that I think works. But yesterday, I managed to put my head in front of the camera a bunch of times. So you got to see my dried out, overgrown, weird gray hair. I'm going to try not to do that today. I'm going to do my best, let me put it that way. But this is my little Let's Make corner. It's the drawing table I've been using to illustrate stories from Scooter Town, but today we're going to work on some stencils, and I'm not really sure how it's going to go because I haven't really thought this through particularly well, but I really need to make some stencils for a painting I should have started a long time ago, but I've had other things going on, like Bugsy. So the canvas is something, I think it's 36 by 36. I'm not sure. I just went out with a piece of paper, an 8.5 by 11 old bill that I have, and I need things that are roughly this size. Maybe not quite that big, but I'm gonna just start by putting down some shapes. I'm gonna need big, I'm gonna need small, because it's kind of a large, pardon me, just ate ice cream. It's kind of a large canvas, large-ish. There are two of them, two portraits, two panel. I know that I want some shape like this that I can that I can work with when I'm spraying my aerosols later. But we can't have just one of those. I need a couple. So I'm just doing this till I figure it out. Figure out what the heck I'm gonna do. And I'm using Bristol paper instead of like I do with the Let's Make. I'm using my super fancy Bristol paper, and I'm using my super fancy Bristol paper as opposed to what we use in the Let's Make videos. In the Let's Make videos, we use scrap paper, or whatever's laying around, old printing paper, old bills. In this, I'm going to use Bristol, because it's going to hold the weight of the paint better, and it will last longer. Like I could have these for a few years before they'd wear out. So I'm going to go with that. Let's see. Those are two pretty simple shapes to go with while I'm thinking. I'm going to grab my fancy pen. No, I'll just use my marker. I normally use Bristol, not Bristol. What do I usually use? Oh, Faber-Castell pens. I love these. But since I've been doing the Let's Make videos, I've been using what items you can get at the dollar store or find around your house. And that's kind of my jam, using what you got. So I'm going to build shapes that I can cut out, and then cut out using an X-Acto, and then later in another video I'll be spray painting. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. Where's the picture I was going to work from? Oh dear God, never know where anything is. The painting that I'm doing, the two-panel, two-portrait, is, no offense, fairly benign. So I was trying to get out of the person who hired me if they had wallpaper in their house of their parents. They did not have wallpaper. I was trying to find something to hold on to that would give me another level. And The pictures that I'm working from aren't terrible. They're just typical of the time where it's kind of a little bit blander than what we use now. The stuff we do now where everything's flashy. So what I'm going to try and do is build, what I'm doing rather, oh sorry, draw and talk. What I'm doing is building some stencils so that I have some interest in there. But I have an idea. It's not just like, ooh, vines and things. I was thinking about family tree and what a beautiful garden of family this couple made as they went through life. So I'm going to stick with that theme. That way I may be able to find a deeper level like what I enjoy doing. Right, that's easy. Well, I'm thinking about the flowers, which I think I'm going to base actually on my carpeting, which sounds weird. But I like the simple flowers in the carpet that I have, so I'm going to use them as inspiration. I would suggest, if you were going to do this, you draw the lines out less messy. It does make life a little easier. I like making things difficult for myself. So just a Bugsy update. He stopped eating solid food. Bugsy, of course, is my dog. We talked about in many videos. He cannot eat solid food anymore. The tumors on the side of his mouth are roughly just about this big, so his jaw is sticking way out. Yesterday, I'm going to try not to cry. I thought yesterday we were at the end. He couldn't walk well. He was very slow. He was breathing very, very heavily. And it was hard. A walk that should have taken us about 15 minutes took us literally an hour and 15 minutes. That was very, very hard. He was panting, and I carried him part of the way, but he wasn't having it. I'm telling you, he's like Walter Matthau. And grumpy old men sometimes. So I thought yesterday was going to be our last full day together, and today would be just a train wreck. And when I woke up and rolled over, there he is with his head on my pillow, his back to me, but his head on one of my pillows. It was so cute, his little shoulders heaving up and down. My little husband. There. So that's not really that interesting. Let's see what else I can come up with. Maybe we can have a vine coming up that away. And we'll place flowers there. I'm going to cut the flowers out in a sec. Now, most stencil artists, I'm not calling myself a stencil artist, but most stencil artists like everything even and clean, and some of them use printers and laser cutters, and I am so uninterested in that. I like the humanness in art. I don't know if you noticed. I like our foibles in art, as long as it comes out good. It's genuine and it has heart. Like Shepard Fairey does these beautiful prints and stencils and murals, but they're absolutely perfect. They're stunning. They're breathtaking. They're true. They have value. They have great ideas, but they also look like graphic you know, they're just too graphic-y for me. I liked his stuff when it was a little bit rougher. A genius, absolute genius. Great social messaging all around the world. Obviously, my opinion won't matter, but I do miss his roughness. I'm not so as fond of the commercial aspect of his work as, I shouldn't say that. I met him. This hand shook Shepard Fairey's hand. I shouldn't be mean. But I miss the boo-boos. I miss the woodcut look. Okay. That little loop around is going to give me more room to play. Let's see, can we do the same thing here? Probably. Give it one. I think that's going to be too big. It's going to look too much like a heart. These were apparently very nice people and very much in love, but we don't want to get hokey-hokey. I may not even end up using these, but we're just going to try. So yeah, little Bugsy's tumor has gotten quite large. He's on antibiotics and painkiller. We are almost out of the painkiller. The antibiotic, the painkiller, I think we have 3 days left. The antibiotic, we have a couple more days than that. He was expected to make it to the end of the month, which would be in 3 days, I believe. And I can't even. It's almost 15 years ago to the day, I believe. I've been trying to find out when exactly I took him home to babysit him for my friend John. Babysit him. And I don't remember. I think it was the middle of August. It wasn't quite, it was either the beginning or the middle of August, because it was not quite Labor Day. Yeah, I expected to have him for about 15 years. But there we are. About 18 years, rather. Maybe longer, but 18 at the minimum, and here we are at 15. So I feel like I really took him for granted. I would oftentimes be so tired after work that I could only walk him a little while, and now I'm regretting every time I was so tired I couldn't walk. Or my RSD took over and I got super sick and couldn't do anything with him. I'm regretting every selfish moment. That's not something I share with everybody. Okay, the cardboard is making my razor blade a little dull already, but we're just going to keep going. I don't have one of those cutting mats here. I have one in my storage unit in Rhode Island, but not here in Florida. Oh, I think it's about to rain again. My plan is to take little Bugsy for a scooter ride tonight when it's cool. We did it the other night. He seemed to enjoy it a little bit more than he has for a while. Yeah, that tumor is gross. It's big. Some of it's green and black. It's just nasty. I've been cleaning it out with hydrogen peroxide and Q-tips and trying really hard to just keep him as happy as I can. comfortable as I can. So my whole day is basically devoted to him. Most of my night. I'm like Shrek with this thing. It's just ridiculous. There we go. Get that out of the way. See, that's going to be fun for me. All the lumps and bumps and imperfections. That's what I love. I've got to come up with one big design off of this that's going to work. I think I'm going to stick to, for right now, stick to working with this vine idea. I've been so kind of stymied by this particular project, and I can't quite work the colors out. The woman's veil is especially worrying me because I do not want to paint a veil, her wedding veil. How do you paint a clear wedding veil? That's really been bothering me. I think what it's going to take, I don't know what it's going to take. I'm just going to have to figure it out. I know that I'll be taking some clear white and pushing it, when I'm painting, pushing it up against the edges of the outside of the veil. The darkness outside or the colors outside the veil. Let's say this is the veil. So I'll be taking this white, and we'll start with Mineral Spirits, which is my new favorite. Again, pushing it to the side over to whatever color is here, making them build a barrier between the image of the bride and the rest of the room. Yay! Another font. Oh, God, ice cream and, holy crap, ice cream and blueberries. Normally I would use this space, but I'm a little worried. I've been kind of messy lately, so I'm not going to draw the flowers in there. I need flowers. They'll have to be in 2 layers. I don't want them too small, I don't want them too big, and I don't want them too silly. I draw the flowers I normally draw. You know what? I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to draw the flowers I normally draw. That would be the center. That would be the outside. That would be. This is definitely going to be off my norm. This project, but it's okay. If I come in. What I'm trying to figure out right now is how to keep, I'm going to be cutting out this, cutting out this, cutting out this, cutting out this. But there has to be paper connected, a connective tissue. So, we'll go like that. That should be easy enough. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Should I have connective tissue in 3 places? Just to be safe. Oh, screw safe! Okay, we'll go like that. Right, that would be really unusual for me in painting. Very, very weird. do just a larger image, and then I can spray paint a small right in the center there. We'll make it less groovy. Maybe we'll make it more groovy. I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll make it a little, we're just going to make it almost an amoeba flower. We will make a couple of amoeba flowers, so we have choices. Yeah, we're just going to go with that shape, because I can always spray the center of the flower there. Plus I've got other stuff to do, so. I hope my head isn't getting in the way this time. No, I think it's my boobs. I think we're okay. God, that was humiliating in the last video. Thought I had everything angled correctly. Oh my God, you know what I forgot? I was supposed to do this at the beginning. Welcome to Studio 120. I'm so sorry, I forgot. Welcome to Studio 120. I'm Beck Lane. And let's not forget Patreon. Patreon. Hashtag cats. I forgot all about that. Yeah, if you get a chance, go. Oh, Jesus, I'm so terrible. I sit down at this desk and I have no idea what's going on in the world. Yeah, if you get a chance, go on my Patreon page. I'm trying to... I mean, if you like this channel and you'd like to support it and help me get better equipment, certainly better lighting and maybe a better iPad, go on my Patreon page. Check out the merch. Can't believe I forgot that. Check out the merch. And if you have an image of mine that you like and you don't see it loaded because I haven't had a zillion hours to load stuff yet, let me know and I'll get it up for you. I don't care. We'll put it on a t-shirt, on a coffee mug, on a tote bag if you like. Just let me know. I'm working on getting image of Ruby Bridges. Who else am I have God knows how many images. Just let me know if you have one that you really like that you want to see. Check out the merch on Patreon. Hashtag cats. This is a pain in the ass. Well, yeah, I don't have the patience for this. That's why I don't like making these too often. This is why we stick to doilies. So cry on a doily. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, I kind of don't care about exact, can you tell? Okay, I haven't snapped this razor blade. But as we know, it'll all work out in the end, so I don't really worry about it too much. Except I want to be respectful of the people in the photo, their reference material, and also the person that is paying me to make this image of their parents. I have to be respectful of everyone. Hi, Bugs. There's the bugs. Hello, little man. Did you have a nice nap? You had chicken, medicine, ice cream, because he ate up his food today. And chickens, medicine, and then ice cream as a reward. Okay, so that's basically the image I'm going to be using. It looks like a Fred Flintstone flower. Alright, I may not use it, but I probably will. What I'm trying to do is give myself some options for this. Okay? Don't take everything I'm doing seriously. It's amazing how I do and I don't at the same time. Where's something I started? I also need something large. Like, those vines are fine, but I do need something large. And I have an image I've wanted to make, which is kind of like a ginkgo, which I used a few years ago in a painting called Little Ginkgo. That's in New York. Aren't I fancy? Little Ginkgo's on, the last time I saw it, the last time I saw it was in an ad for Eden Fine Art in New York. And they had it on, I screenshotted it. At the time I was furious. I screenshotted it on the corner of Green and Bloom. Yeah, that's where I last saw it, is with Eden Fine Art in New York. They also have locations overseas. Don't get me started. So I knew, once again, I'm looking at my carpeting because it's got this great design in it, and I was thinking about using something like it, but I just realized this doesn't look anything like that. So I'm going to go my own way, because I do. Kind of wanted almost a tree of life feel, but not a tree of life feel. What are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. When I cut this out, this space is going to leave. Oh, wait a minute, that won't work. Oh, yeah. Because this is the space that's going to be cut out, so all the color's going to go through here. Boing, 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 boing. This will be left blank on the canvas, and I can do something underneath. That's going to be awesome. How long have you been listening to me? For about a half hour. It's amazing how much I can talk, and I don't even like talking. It looks a little like a Christmas tree, which I didn't want. But it's okay, because there's all kinds of ways I can play with this after we get done making this stencil. I can take my beloved doilies and do all kinds of designs and stuff with it. So, go. Are you kidding? I'm gonna get a hand massage when I get them. I have to soak my little hands. So yeah, Bugsy and I went for a walk yesterday, and he was very, very slow. Like I said, about an hour and 15 minutes to take roughly maybe a 12 to 15 minute walk. It was a mile. It shouldn't have taken us that long. An hour and 15 minutes later, I'm back at the beginning, and this lady's going, "What a cute dog." And I started to cry. I go, "He's dying." I'm sorry to laugh. It's awful. And I just started crying. I was so upset I had to carry him, and he was breathing funny, and it was just awful. And this poor woman, well, he had a wonderful pet, Mom. No, he didn't. I sucked. But thank you, and I'm sorry. And this other woman came along with her dog, and this poor woman's like, uh-oh, okay, I'm going to go talk to my other friend, which is fine, I don't care. And this other woman brings her beautiful boxer over, and I was all like super proud of her little boxer. My dog's just standing, my dog, Bugsy's just standing there like panting away. And the new lady says, "Is he okay?" I go, he's very, very sick. And she grabs her dog and starts yanking him away. I go, you're like this. He doesn't have COVID. He has cancer. It's not, it can't spread. Your dog can't contract it. She was like so panicked. Oh my God. People are so weird about death and illness. It cracks me up. Absolutely. People are so weird. Okay. Final stretch. Yeah, we get a cool, fun shape. This is what I wanted, sort of. Almost sort of. So I can spray in solid color with this. First, before I lay it, sorry, where's my head? I can always put, let's pretend, I can take a doily shape when I go to spray and put that underneath. Then I've got all this cool area. What I can do, I've got options, is what I'm getting to. I can always do this. Spray down one color in the shape of this, let's say. Take the outline. You guys already know this, so take the outline, put it over a certain area, spray a doily or whatever. Lift this up. Then I've got the outline shape with the doily colors in there. Take this, put it down, spray a color around it, or maybe even another doily. Spray down another doily. So this is what I'm trying to do, is give myself options. I really am trying to think this design through. I'm wicked hokey pokey on it right now, because I don't want to make any missteps. I really don't want to make any missteps. These people are really kind. They're good and kind, and I don't like to make missteps anyway. Let me see something though. Is this the most fascinating video ever? Once again, thinking on the fly, like a professional. Oh my God, I was thinking about Bugsy, and the first time I ever took him to a dog park, he was little, like under a year. Or maybe about a year. And he really wasn't used to other dogs yet. And I didn't like to let him run free because I had no dog training and I was an idiot. So he's never gotten the training anyway. He doesn't listen to a single thing I say. He never has. Oop. Nothing could convince him I was in charge. So anyway, we go to this park on Cape Cod called Drummer Boy, and there's all these dogs running around. And it's not really a dog park, it's a people park, but people bring their dogs and they run. And he's running, and he's not running with the little dogs, He doesn't want to be a little dog. He's running with the big dogs. And he's chasing them, and he's sometimes barking at him. And every once in a while, a big dog would turn around and like bark. And Bugsy would just look at him, be like, okay. And then they just keep going. And then he'd do it again. He'd try and tell them what to do, and they'd turn around. Like, look, you little whippersnapper. I'll never forget it. The first trip we took out, I had had him for a couple of days, I think, or maybe a week. And I was driving a blue Ford Escort. Very fancy. And a blue Ford Escort ready hatchback. And actually, I still love those cars. They're awesome cars. You can carry so much in them, and they never die until they do. So anyway, I had no clue about dogs or anything. And here he is. He's only about a week. I've only had him for about a week. Just little, oh, he was a round fluff ball. He was just so friggin' cute. Like the perfect little guy. He didn't have those big front teeth that he's known for now. He didn't have them yet. I think his jaw hadn't started coming out, his lower teeth. Oh, I don't want to come that close to the edge. Nice, that could be good. So anyway, I don't know where this is now, but I took a picture of him. I put his leash down, and I had him in a parking lot standing right next to the car, and he was looking around, and now I would know that look. He was looking around, and he was looking around trying to find trouble. Like, all right, who can I run to? He didn't, though, but I can still see him. His red dog collar, his red leash. He still has red to this day. Because it looks cute on him. That's kind of weird. I need to go check on the flower shape on this. That's enough goofing around for right now. Thank you for letting me talk. I'm going to work this out, and then the next video we'll be using these. We'll be using the stencils. Okay? What a dumb video. We're going to call this one Stencils and Stories. Or kind of Stencils and Stories might be a good idea. But I got to go figure this out, because right now it looks like a gear in a machine, and that would be dumb. But I'll see you in the next video. I'll have these done, and we'll start spray painting, and that's hopefully tonight, because I got to get some work done. We got to get moving on stuff. Enough of this Bugsy is sick business. All right, see you again soon. Ciao, ciao.